All right, so you're gonna teach me how to make a Vastedda?
Yeah.
What are you doing first here?
Well, I'm opening up the shredded cheese that I did earlier. There it is. Looks like gold.
What kind of cheese is that?
This is Romano Pecorino, Costco.
Costco, got it. And you shredded it?
Yeah.
All right. What's the next step?
Well, we'll go over to Vaughn's and we pick up some Kaiser rolls.
Okay. Why Vaughn?
Same consistency all the time, so I know what I'm working with.
Okay. No
But
seeds?
I prefer sesame seed, but they didn't have any today, so it is what it is.
All right.
Then I cut the roll and I cut it so that it's thick on the bottom and thin on the top. And with the aid of a fork, I kind of hollow out all the extra dough.
Okay. Just to make it less calories?
Yeah, healthier.
Well, that's good.
That's right.
Oh, look at that. That's like 20 calories right there.
Absolutely.
Get rid of that. And there's room for more cheese.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. This reminds me of the Velvini video we made once.
And then the regatta,
Yeah.
always Sierra.
Why?
The rest of it's garbage.
Okay.
This is what we grew up with at Grandma's house.
Got it.
What I like to do is cut a slice off the chunk so you know what you're going to be working with.
Well, it makes sense. Then it's even like a patty. We're gonna split this one?
Well, we could, but I bet you would enjoy it more than me right now, because I already had one.
Well, I have two, but it's kind of like Cupid's. You gotta have two.
And then what I do is I put this paper over it. Bring it over to the microwave.
Does it matter that it's convection or whatever?
No, any kind of go.
Okay.
And for a little extra protection, this is kind of helps you if the regatta decides to explode in the microwave, which it has done. And what I do is I turn it on for 2 minutes.
Okay. Just regular, high, whatever?
Yeah. Then I preheat my oven to 350.
And this is the healthy version, right? Because you used to fry it in oil, I think?
We used to use Crisco.
Ugh.
Lard. Don't want to go there.
That made it kind of oily too, I thought.
That did. So what I do now is sprinkle a little cheese in there.
Okay.
And then you throw a little on the side for later. That's your little treat.
I like that. I had a little crisp, a little cheese crisp. Put a little more on there. Wait. I really like
more?
this. Yeah, I really like the cheese crisp.
The cheese crisp. Okay. So we'll make it a little bit more intense.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So now we take pepper and we season it quite well.
Okay.
Now I put this in the oven so that the cheese starts to melt. By the time the cheese melts,
So wait. So you put the cheese down first.
yeah,
That's a Velvini joke for those who've seen our masterpiece. Yeah.
so now you put it in the oven,
Okay.
give it a few minutes.
I hear something happening over here.
Yeah, that's the ricotta.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
You're right, and because we got the paper over it and a bonnet, it keeps the microwave clean. 'Cause
Okay.
There's nothing more fun than cleaning splattered ricotta in a microwave.
Yeah. No thanks. What do you think, Archie? You like cheese? All right. Oh, there's the bell, and it's done. And are you ready for some deliciousness? Or is
So
that-
now this is the ricotta. Take it out. And look, this would have been all over the microwave.
Yeah, well, good.
Now I bring it over to the sink. And I drain any extra moisture that might be in there. Now we wait for the roll.
How long does that take?
Well, we want the cheese that we put down as a garnish to melt. And we want some crispness out of the roll.
So how long do you think it would take?
Well, probably about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, check it out. We still got a mess in the microwave.
Oops.
I hate when that happens.
We'll save that as a garnish, like you said.
All right. All right, let's check the roll in the oven, see how it looks. Oh, look at the cheese, it's sizzling. Oh, that's wonderful. So let's take this out. Oh, that's pretty hot. Yikes. Because you slice it in a chunk, it comes off easy.
Beautiful.
All right. So now, break your dish. Again, more pepper.
Have you ever tried putting like prosciutto or something on that thing?
You could.
I might try that one day. But we'll keep it original, OG for this video.
Now we'll sprinkle more cheese on there. Never have too much cheese.
Never. And what did they used to put on these?
You used to put melts in there.
Which is what?
Pancreas.
Did you ever have one of those?
No, I watched my uncles and aunts eat it. It was like eating a rubber band. They would be pulling on it.
You never had one.
No.
No interest.
Right. So now we go back into the oven. We melt everything again.
Yeah. You don't put the top on?
Not yet. Because we want that cheese to melt on the top.
Right, of course. So did Grandma make these for you without the spleen?
Yeah, and my dad. My dad didn't like the melts either.
Yeah. And so how long will this take now? Another minute?
Yeah. And then we put the top on it and we give it another minute.
Did Uncle John eat these too?
Yeah.
So she'd make them for you, all three of you guys?
Yep.
Did
And
she?
she'd have one too.
She would. And when would you guys eat them? Like just on a Sunday or on a holiday?
It had to be a holiday, special occasion. It wasn't like, let's do a Vastedda.
Yeah. And did she serve anything with it?
Coffee, milk, fruit.
But always for breakfast.
Yeah. Now we're prepared for tomorrow because we still have 2 more rolls and we still have more ricotta.
And I'm still here.
That's right.
Yes. Right.
All right, so let's see how we're looking over here. Not quite yet. The top needs a little bit more, and we need to see that cheese sizzling in there.
I see it over on the side there. Look at that. That's good. All right. Well, then we have time for another short story
Let's see.
about a Vastedda. Have you ever had one that somebody else has made in the family?
No, really, it was off from my mom.
Yeah.
My mom was our cook, and in my opinion, nobody cooked as good as my mom.
Yeah, she was pretty good.
And we're just trying to make a little healthier version of this by not using Crisco oil to fry it in,
Yeah.
and trying to make the best out of it for a traditional breakfast sandwich.
Did she make these for a lot of other people?
Well, if it was a family function and she was making them, then she'd be making them for her brothers, my aunts, my uncles.
Oh, so
And,
like,
you know, it was like Christmas or Easter. There would be several of these being made, and not just,
like a dozen, 2 dozen?
probably more like 2 dozen.
Oh my God.
And my grandfather, he would sit at the kitchen table and he'd be cutting pancreas and he'd be layering it. And then my grandmother would go over to the frying pan, put more Crisco oil in there, or the Crisco itself, the white fat, into a big skillet, and she'd be frying to heat up this meat. In the meantime, there is an aroma that comes off that meat, and you either hate it or you gotta love it.
Okay.
And it wasn't pleasant to the nose, but it's very popular yet in some of the other Monty families. They don't
Really?
They don't believe in eating a Vastedda my way.
Yeah.
They like to do the Crisco. They like to do the melts. They
Interesting.
do the rolls. Now that's telling me it's almost time to look at the rolls again.
Well, let's take a look.
So let's open the oven door. Let's pull it out. Yeah, look at that cheese sizzling like that. So now it's time to put the hat on. All right, there she goes. Now she goes back in for probably another 2 minutes, and then it's going to be heavenly.
So you've got these other cousins who still make it with the melts. That's what you
Yes.
call that, which is pancreas.
Uh-huh.
I saw Stanley Tucci, I think, in Italy, and he was eating something very similar. I don't think it had ricotta in it. I think it was literally just the melts in a sandwich. And I think the bun, that style of bread, is what's called the Vastedda. I think it's the roll, but I could be remembering it wrong.
Right, I mean, we used to use different kinds of breads and stuff, different kinds of rolls. I just like these round Kaiser rolls for the consistency. I know what I'm working with all the time, and it just makes the whole procedure a lot simpler.
It seems like it. And then taking a slice off the ricotta tub, that's pretty easy too.
Yeah. So
All right.
that's what we're doing now. So
Well,
now,
I need another story. Does the timer on here again?
no, the timer is in the head.
Oh,
In a few moments, we'll check the top of the roll, see if it's hard and crisp. If it's not, we'll give it some more.
all right.
To me, when my mom used to make us sandwiches when we were kids, she'd always preheat the rolls. You know, Grandma was real big on that. And she used to buy the round ring bread, and she would slice off a chunk, and she would get the bread slightly toasted. So then she would make your sandwich, whether it be meatball, eggplant, cold cut, whatever she was going to make them sandwiches out of. She'd put them together and she'd call you, and you'd sit down and you would grab the roll, and the roll was hot and the roll was crispy. And then when you bite into it, it was heaven.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So that's part of the thing I'm trying to incorporate with doing my style of Vastedda, is have the roll crisp and the cheese plentiful. Have the extra cheese on the pan, so that when you're finished, you still have a little treat. and you go from there.
And it was just two cheeses, right? The ricotta and
Romano
the
Pecorino.
Romano. Got it.
And the ricotta comes from the Italian store. You can't find it in any of the markets and stuff. They
Oh,
just don't
really?
carry it.
You can't get that at Costco or anywhere?
No, Costco doesn't carry it. Usually I only find it in the Italian stores. There was a Asian market by my mom's house years ago. They used to carry it, but that
Interesting.
business is no longer there. So that's where we're at. And let's check the roll. It's hot. Let's just give it a few more seconds.
I like that cheese crisp I see there. It's a big one. So you just did a finger check. You're not checking temperature. You're just kind of seeing like how
No, the
crispy
oven
it
was
is.
already preset at 350,
Yeah.
and we're just waiting for it to get that crispness.
Got it.
Make up my own words.
That's all right. That runs in the family.
And then when it's all over, like my nephew John used to always say, deliciousness.
Yeah. I gotta get you having the first bite. Why don't you pull it out? Give her a bite.
All right, let's check this out.
We'll share this one, or you can have a quarter, whatever you want.
Oh yeah, look at that cheese, nice and brown. This is gonna be good. I'm starting to drool.
It looks good. What'd you say about deliciousness?
Yes, most definitely.
That's a classic Velvini. All right.
Now what I like to do is I like to cut it in half. Oh, listen to that roll. Gotta saw it. Wow, that's hot. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
I like your technique, how you poked it in the middle and you cut half.
Need a little bit more.
Still hot, huh?
Yeah. Look at that.
Bring it over to the light here. I want to see it in the sunlight. Yeah, there we go. Now show me again.
Look at that. I think it's time. We're gonna go for the taste. Listen to the sound. Oh man. Oh,
Give it a thumbs up.
this is the bomb. Wish you guys were here. I'd make one for you too.
I want some.